Good morning, everyone, and today we are going to be talking all about Dragonfire, the British new laser weapon that everybody's talking about. It's the answer. It's going to save our ships. Guys, I've been asked about this quite a few times on here, on our other platform, and I just wanted to do one video on it, cover all the points, and that will be the end of it. So in short, is it the answer? No. Was it the answer 5 years ago? Maybe. So what I want to talk about first then, guys, is, first of all, let's describe what the Dragonfire weapon system is. So it's a directed energy weapon, which means it basically fires lasers. Now, this was developed, they started developing it before the Ukraine war, not before the Ukraine war, before the 2022 invasion of Ukraine. Now, in that, the threat was from drones. Now, the drones that your peer adversaries would use predominantly would be the larger type drones. So NATO standard would be Predator, Global Hawk, Watchkeeper, those sort of systems. Now, they are really expensive, they're relatively big and relatively slow. Now, they have to be slow because they're built for efficiency, so they can stay up in the air for a long time because they want to do a lot of stuff. They've got really expensive sensors, so people don't really want to lose them. Now, as we've moved forwards and warfare's advanced, what we've seen is the use of cheap drones, and the Russians, their tactics at the moment with glide munitions. So basically a glide munition is an artillery shell with wings on it. They throw it out the back of an aeroplane and then it just glides into its location. Now, the pros of that, there's not really many cons. The pros of that is you get all the bang for your buck of a drone. It's ridiculously cheaper. And anyone can build these systems. You can build them in garages, in workshops, anywhere, guys. Anywhere that's got, a couple 25 meters floor space. And because these glide munitions don't have engines, they're a lot quicker to produce. Because as we're looking forwards and people are talking about these kamikaze drones, the problem is nobody can build the engines quick enough for the supply of kamikaze drones. So gliding munitions are going to be the future. Now, with this Dragonfire that's everybody's talking about, it was built to take those out. Now, I can't find anywhere online that tells you the range of this system. They're saying it's a visible line of sight, but what you've got to understand is how light works. And yes, whereas yes, for example, think about a telescope or some binoculars. Yes, you can see line of sight with your binoculars, but you can't really see anything with any detail unless you alter the focal length. Now, that's the same with lasers. You need to alter the focal length, but the problem there is the smaller the focal length, the harder it is to direct that laser onto your target. The wider the focal length, the less power it has. So you need a small focal length and you need to be really precise. I'm calling it now, guys. Anybody says that this is effective further than 2 kilometers, they're waffling. They don't know what they're talking about, all right? It's a 50 kilowatt system, so unless they're operating on unknown physics and some sort of space age technology, which I think not, 2 kilometers, that's going to be your maximum effective range that you can burn down a drone. What you can do though, further ranges, you can not incapacitate, but you can make their sensors, not work by shining the laser on enemy drone sensors. Now, let's just do the maths, guys, okay? And let's make it real simple, okay? Most of these drones travel faster than 60 kilometers an hour. That is a fact, all right? But let's just say they're traveling at 60 kilometers an hour. At 2 kilometers, that gives you 2 minutes to burn that drone out the sky before it's on your location. Now, that's fine, okay? You can do that. You only need like 15 to 30 seconds burning that Dragonfire on that drone and it'll burn out the sky. Okay, cool. What if you've got 2 drones coming towards you? What if you've got 5? What if you've got 10? That's the reality how warfare has changed since the development of this started. So now you've got a really expensive system that's going to be, it's going to be obsolete after, you could put 5 drones towards that. If it can only start taking the first one out at 2 kilometers, the other 3 or 2 or whatever, they're going to get in and they're going to be able to take out this system. Now, let's not forget the cost of this, all right? They're saying in the papers, all around that it costs £10 for a shot. It's a false economy. That might be the case for the laser, but how much for the, you know, for the control system, for the radars, for the hydraulics? So many things on this that can go wrong. Now, when these drones are coming at it fast, like you've seen in Israel, like you've seen in Ukraine, these things are just going to be overwhelmed. So I think the best thing for this to do, if it was under drone attack, is hide, because it's too expensive and it's not really going to work. Another question I've got is, how long does it take to charge this thing? Because you've got to fire a lot of energy out of that laser. So is it using capacitors? Is it using batteries? You know, is it, I don't know, nuclear powered? And what is the charge time of that? We don't know. These are all, discrepancies that we have on this system. What I want to do also is I want you to think about the systems such as the Ajax and the Watchkeeper drone. Both absolute failures, guys, in British defense. And it's shameful. We need to be spending our money better, guys. Guys, I need to be spending this money. I would spend this money so much better. If I was in charge of defense spending, nobody would want a war with us because we'd be too powerful. We'd have too much stuff that works. Now, guys, the problem with defense spending is this is run by colonels and brigadiers and high-ranking officers. Now, the problem with them is they don't understand the future of warfare. They're just reactive to the warfare that they've just fought. So then they will go and say, right, in the last war we fought, this is what we needed. And then they go to the defense procurement team, and then that gets sent out for tender. And this whole process, from the colonels putting a request in, it might take 5 years before something even gets funded. Guys, warfare's happening too quick. And unfortunately, guys, all wars turn into a slugging match. So all this technology, all this kit and equipment, it's all going to be obsolete. And the only thing that's going to matter is the soldiers on the ground slugging it out. Guys, that is my video on the Dragonfire system. That's all I'm going to do. In short, is it worthwhile? Kind of yes and no. It was worthwhile for big, slow-moving drones 5-10 years ago. Is it worthwhile now and moving forwards into modern warfare? Absolutely not. I'd scrap the system, I wouldn't build one, and I would concentrate on kinetic systems that can actually hit these things with bullets that will really take it out of the sky. Guys, thank you for watching, and I'd love to hear your opinions. Am I right? Am I wrong? Who knows, guys? I'll see you guys later for my second video.